Hi, this is KUngFUandroid, and today on Kerbal's Space Program, we're going to pick up on career mode where we left off. Kind of where we left off. I have been doing some missions. I have opened up, let's back out. I've opened up a couple of the research things on the tech tree, and let's see. Yeah, I finished out this line here, and I am really wanting solar panels. Where are they at? Well, I really want that too, but where'd that go? There. That's the exostat photovoltaic panels. That's what I want. I need 90 science and I have 3. Can't remember exactly what was. I think that this was the last thing, and inline reaction wheels. It was the awesome part of that. And I believe what you seen was that one. So all I've added was that to my stuff. So when I did that, then I decided, well, I really need to get somewhere. So I worked on trying to get to the moon. So I put that together. And that worked about as well as you'd think. Wow, that's messed up. There we go. That worked about as well as you would expect it to. It doesn't. It didn't work well at all. So I went on to. Let's see this one. I went on to this one. And this was the. I'm still fussing with this part, but I want the 2 science juniors and the 6 slime containers. What's that called? Mystery goo containment units. That's what it is. So I want that on my lander. So from here up is still in a work in progress. From here down, at this point, what you're seeing is also a work in progress. This right now still cannot get off the ground or reach the moon, either way. So, see, that's 2. So revision 3, I started adding solid rocket boosters. And I got it all sturdied up, and still I can't get out of the atmosphere. So I went on to number 4. Second load. Yes. Went on to number 4, and these are reaction wheels in here because there and there, because this whole thing is so unwieldy. And I have them breaking off here because they're a giant power drain, and I need solar panels. That ends up being one of the final holdbacks to the moon. But I really want to get to the moon. So number 5. Well, okay. So this one, let's back up a little bit. This one doesn't quite get us there. Not with enough fuel to do anything. So let's load number 5. It gets us out of Kerbal's atmosphere. It gets us to the moon, but not with enough fuel to land and take off. So here's number 5. There is 300 or 268 parts to this. Let's back up a little bit. Got everything staged here. Got what, 3, 6, 9, 12, 50. Got 15 rockets in the first stage. We got, this has been changed a little bit. I took off these Rocco Max Mark 55 radial mounted liquid engines. They just suck up the fuel, and they're too powerful. 4 of them are too powerful. I suppose I could have tried 3, but 4 of them were too powerful. So I just stuck one of these LV909s on the end of this with some landing struts. Hopefully I can get that to the moon. So this is what I have. I think I can get there. Hopefully I can get some science done and get back. Whoa. Oh, dang it. I left. I didn't go to the launch pad. Darn it all. So I've been working on trying to get to the moon, to get enough science so we can unlock solar panels. And that will get us onto the next leg of our science. Well, when we get to the moon, we can take advantage of that to try and get us. Okay, the physics is loaded in. See it bouncing? Let's get the SAS on. Let's go ahead and fire up those rockets. I hope you can hear me. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the liquid fuel rocket throttle, but none of them are enabled, and they won't be for a while. I'm going to go ahead and cut out here because the frame rate is whopping 7. So keep it pleasant to watch. Just know that these reaction wheels in here and this one up here keeps this rock solid with all the struts. There are a ton of struts all over connecting everything. So this whole thing stays rock solid. I'll do this first stage. Watch that take off, and then you'll see we're not going all that fast yet. It picks back up once those rockets kick in for a little bit, but we don't have much speed. Coming up on the end of stage 6, getting ready to stage that one. There we go. Stage 5. Got the upper section of rockets going off, and still we're not all that fast. We just passed 200, just past 10,000. Most people would do a radius turn here, but with the weight we're trying to move, it is a mistake to try and turn this early. I need a lot more altitude and a lot more speed. So it's time for stage 4 now. And that went off without a hitch. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes that doesn't work. But now we're on to the liquid fuel. Now you'll watch as my speed drops. And this is the reason why I didn't do a turn. Is because of that speed drop. It'll level off here pretty soon, and then we'll start going back up again. But this is what I look for. Pardon me, I'm getting a little hoarse. This is what I look for when I go to do my turn. I will wait for this to get up to about 90 here, and then I will go ahead and engage in my turn. I'll go ahead and turn this. I'll watch my resources up there. Electricity ends up being the limiting factor on this. So I went ahead and I did my turn all the way over. We're straight sideways here now. We're at 100 meters, 101,000 meters over the surface of Kerbal, but we're flying straight sideways. Now and our speed still isn't all that great. This is one of my most efficient attempts. I think it's because I dropped off those Rocco Max engines, but still, this is one of my most efficient attempts. When I get to the end of this stage is when it really starts taking off. Yeah, and here we go. It is now. And now we start taking off quickly. Let's go to this. Let's try and keep our apoapsis pretty low. And it is pretty low. But I think it might be too low. We don't want to climb very much. 20 seconds. 19. As long as it doesn't get past 0, I'm fine with it. And in doing this, we'll also circularize. That's it. Our orbit in place. I like this stage of it. See how our fuel's doing. Fuel is doing spectacular. Our orbit is going great. We're not going up too much. In fact, I think we're probably going up a little more than I really want. And here comes up our periapsis. 96, 144. Let's go ahead. Go up a little more. 103. Now that's good enough. Now we're going to head for the moon. We're going to set that as our target. We need it to be right there when we're right here also. So let's speed up. Well, that's probably max right there. And as soon as we can see it just above the horizon from our ship, then we're good. And it should be coming around now. Right there. So all we got to do is turn towards it slowly, because she's still pretty big. This ship is, wow. Actually, without those Rocco Max's engines on there, this has gotten to be actually probably too much fuel. So let's see. We'll go ahead and throttle up just like that. And go for a lunar encounter. This is going way better than any of my previous attempts. Really, I think we're probably going to end up. Let's throttle down. Throttle all the way down. Bring it back up just a little bit. think probably we had too much mass on there, really. See what kind of encounter we get. There's an encounter. It's not bad. Let's try and bring it down a little bit. We're under 1 million. That seems pretty good. Let's go ahead and move in. I'll break away for this part of it, because this, well, is this gonna move in pretty quick? Yeah, not bad. Moving in quick enough. And we can see there's moon moving in. I'll slow down a little bit for this, where our orbit changes. Let's see how close. There it is. That's pretty close. Let's go ahead and point retrograde. Let's slow down. Now let's try and point retrograde. I was in the middle of a time warp. I ought to be able to pull that in quite a bit. Let's see how that goes. Making my adjustment back here should affect it a lot more than if I waited there, because I don't really want to set my altitude way out there. There we go. Now we'll move in. I think we'll take it up to 1,000 there. And I will stop it right at the periapsis. And let's look and see what our fuel's doing. We got plenty of fuel. Wow. That is crazy. Let's go ahead, change our view around a little bit. Move in to that marker, the periapsis marker, and stop. I'm gonna turn turn retrograde again here quickly. Start throttling up, and I think we'll go ahead and land on just set ourselves up to land on the moon. Periapsis just became our apoapsis. This is now our farthest point from the moon. We are now going to land on the moon. This would be a good time to shed our equipment as soon as we settle on our spot. I really would like to settle back here, because this would be the easiest approach. And you can see our retrograde marker. I'm gonna try and follow our retrograde marker until I've minimized. There we go. I think now it's just settling down to the moon. We are at 50 meters per second. We're at 107,000 meters above the surface. So I think we can probably I'll skip away until we're closer. Alright, I've had to turn off my SAS because it's draining the battery. Too bad. And that's gonna be our limiting factor, I think. I'm gonna use a little warp cheat trick. I'm gonna go ahead and stage. Well, we could drop down a little more. I think when we get closer, I'm gonna throttle up, use what fuel I got, and then stage. See you there. Okay, now I've in my descent down to the moon. I've gained quite a bit of speed, so I'm gonna try and bleed that off and use up the last of my fuel. Let's see where I end up with. I'm at 29,000 feet. There's that. Okay, now I'm on my small engine. I'm gonna put my gear out. I don't know how this is gonna work. Let's go ahead and drop down some more. I'm drifting too. Use the cheat as much as I can. That got me some charge back on my engines. When I ran my engine, it got me my charge back, which is awesome. I'm gonna need it because this little puddle engine isn't gonna get it, but it's very efficient, and I should be able to land with it. Okay, I should be able to use that piece of debris to see how far the ground is below me. So far it's 6 kilometers, so we got 6 kilometers at least to travel before we hit the ground. Let's see, can I switch to it? Oh, no nearby objects, so I can't switch to it. Still looks like we have quite a ways to go, so. Alright, we're coming in. Too hot. I may not have gotten this right. Oh no, just a couple thousand. Oh, we're gonna wreck. Oh no. One good thing about this. I used Jebediah Kerbal and I wasn't supposed to. Okay, I think that's gonna be it. I'm reverting back to the drawing board. That one didn't work, so I'm gonna try build another lunar lander, and we'll see what happens. Now I've brought us back to the same point where we were before, except for I've modified the lander, and I've put 3 tanks around the outside. I have 4 Science Juniors. We are descending in relatively the same area, except for I have 3 of these engines, 909s, instead of 1, and I think that will make the difference. Yeah, I think we can get our speed down to a manageable amount. I'm trying to keep from hitting the ground too hard, and it seems exceedingly difficult. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh no, no, stop. Oh, back to the drawing board. I can't fly for nothing. I think that'll be it. Wow. This is some awesome science we got here. Great. Okay. I think that'll be it for this episode. Kung Fu out.